back to my channel. Today's video is going to be about long-term low-grade depression, better known as dysthymia. I would like to describe for you the symptoms of dysthymia in this video, as well as giving 5 tips of how to improve your mood over time and help to identify if this is something that you are experiencing. When to seek help would also be very important, and I'll go over that later on in the video. I will quickly read you some signs and symptoms: a loss of interest of daily activities, sadness, emptiness, hopelessness, tired or lack of energy, a low self-esteem, being self-critical, issues with concentration, irritability, decreased effectiveness, avoidance of social situations, under or overeating, and issues with sleep. The symptoms of dysthymia is very similar to that of depression. However, the course of the low mood or lack of motivation lasts longer than with normal depression. So with dysthymia, oftentimes the lack of motivation, low mood, tired feeling, lack of social engagement, pessimistic thoughts about self or self-degrading thoughts oftentimes stem well beyond 2 years, and it's just this constant feeling of depression without any sorts of relief like you see with normal depression. Since these symptoms have to take a course of 2 years or more for the diagnosis to be given, oftentimes a person doesn't recognize that they are experiencing this depressive mood because it is occurring over a long period of time. Dysthymia can be developed due to a life event, some kind of traumatic event, can be also passed down generationally, and it can also be as a result to ineffective neurotransmitter functioning. Dysthymia can also be influenced by personality traits such as a low self-esteem or being overly critical of oneself, therefore then reflects on the mood and the ability to maintain a positive mood. One thing with dysthymia is very important to recognize: when is it time to seek help? Given that the depression occurs at a low grade over a period of time, oftentimes someone may lose track or realization how far their depression has gone. So if there are thoughts of suicide that emerge, inability to get to work or perform in school, or having relationship difficulties and or substance issues, that would be a time when you might want to seek out some help. Now I'd like to give you 5 tips to help you treat dysthymia. First off, find ways that you can naturally reduce your own stress. So things such as journaling, going for a walk, exercising, getting a good night's sleep. Listen to music, watch a movie, take a walk in nature, do things with your friends, things that you like to have fun. Can all be things that can help you naturally reduce your own stress. Tip number 2 is considering diet changes. Increasing things like protein in your diet and leafy green vegetables can help the body make the natural neurotransmitters that help you to improve your mood. So looking at things such as chicken, fish, eggs, cheese, dairy products, anything that has protein in it would be helpful for you to naturally improve your mood. Protein is very important in your diet because it is a natural carrier of the amino acid tryptophan. Tryptophan is very important in the body as it is converted into serotonin, which is one of the neurotransmitters responsible for controlling mood functions. Tip number 3 is be mindful, present, and accepting. And what I mean by that is accept that this is some condition that you may have, and that low mood is just part of this disorder. And therefore, being aware of when your moods are lower, or being aware when you're not getting good sleep because of the depression, or you're isolating yourself because of the depression. Just being aware of your particular symptoms with dysthymia can be helpful in fighting the overall mood. So what I mean by that is, if you notice that you're isolating yourself more, make an effort then to hang out with friends, or to go to a lunch party at work, or engage in some way with other people. Tip number 3 is, do not engage in self-blaming behavior. Recognize that self-blame is a symptom of dysthymia, and not engaging in that type of behavior, and being aware when you are doing those things to counteract into more positive thought processes. So when you're feeling down and critical of yourself, such as, I'm a failure, I'm never going to do anything in life, go back and remember things that you have done in your life that are positive, something recent that you've done, maybe within the day or week, that you've done that is positive, and try to counteract those negative thoughts into something more positive. The last and final tip is, seek out therapy. If some of these self-help techniques have not worked for you, or you feel that they haven't been as effective as you feel they could be, I encourage you to see a therapist, because a therapist can then help you utilize these tools in a more effective, productive way, because they are able to talk you through these situations. Also, a therapist can then evaluate the symptoms that you're expressing and experiencing to give a proper diagnosis if this is dysthymia, or if it is something else. And also then, if this may be major depression as opposed to dysthymia, they can get you in contact with a psychiatrist if medication is something that could be helpful for you. I hope this video was helpful in understanding the symptoms and signs of dysthymia, and the 5 tips on trying to overcome this on your own or with professional help. If this is some content that you enjoy and would like to see more of, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all soon. Don't bring me back.